Also, I think I just barely avoided getting briganded right there. The sight to the west takes your breath away. It's a cave, the largest you've ever seen, larger than you've ever thought a natural cavern could be. The light from the ceiling fungus is exceptionally bright, revealing that the cavern stretches many miles to the west, studded with a wide variety of farms and small towns. The cave is moist, steamy, and warm. Like most of Avernum, mushrooms grow very well here. The ceiling is so high you can even imagine it raining occasionally. It's pretty darn high. Should probably come here via foot, though, rather than boat, because I'll forget where the boat is. And I'm sure there are other things I can do in this neck of the woods before I leave. Something else I was thinking about doing, but I can't remember what it was. That is a very fancy key. Yeah, okay, we got a crown token that would get us into the castle. The castle is really where you should be headed at this point, but I'm dilly-dallying, looking at other stuff. I don't recall I found any quests in this town. And I think I read that already, and then I died. What is this? Slith pictograms. You can't understand any of it. From this peninsula you can see a small island to the south. It's hard to tell through the thick layer of mist on the water. I think you can see humanoid figures moving back and forth. Maybe? I didn't see any when I was sailing, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Soldiers has been charged with keeping this road clear of rampaging slith patrols. They've been doing very well at it. They're clearly completely exhausted. They nod to you and trudge onward. Sign. Fort. There's a fort up here. I think this fort wants us to cross the, This fort doesn't have a normal gate made of iron and stone. Instead, the passages are blocked by a series of magical barriers. Similar barriers have also been erected to repair holes in the walls. There must be a strong magician presence here. Without the magical barriers shoring up their defenses, the warriors here would be in a difficult situation. The slith bodies at the fort perimeter make it clear who the enemy is. As you look around, a soldier peeks through a window. "Greetings, visitor. Please say your name and your business here." I'll tell them our names. He nods, writes the information down, and a few moments later a gap opens in the barrier. "Come on in!" "Hello, fort. You need to know my name to get inside." Also, there's a boat, and there's a dude in a robe. Siamon, heavy-set woman with blue robes that are yellow, and a staff watches the river carefully. She has a serious expression and short brown hair. Why are you watching the river? Shh, watching for sliths. Be quiet. Sliths can attack this way? Yes, they're quite versatile. They can stay underwater for a long time. Sliths approach underwater. I have to keep the dock here to get supplies by boat. Usually I only hear the littlest noise before they come up. Shh. Okay, I'll keep really, really quiet. Don't worry about us. I said quiet! Go away! Unguarded. Oh, no, that is a guarded golden goblet. Okay, I didn't notice that guy. Looks like they lost one dock already. Hello. Talking to Todrick. A young man in heavy armor greets you. He wears a baldric with an ankh design over the armor. It's a fresh scar on his forehead. What services can you perform? I provide healing for the soldiers and of the fort and travelers, so occasionally help in the fighting. He touches the scar gingerly. Did you get that scar fighting? I'm afraid so. I'm not too good at it. Not too long ago, a slith swung one of those nasty two-pronged spears at me, and I didn't duck quite fast enough. Tell the truth, I'd rather be in a nice quiet chapel somewhere, or traveling. Have you done much traveling? Not enough. I love to travel. I've even been to the north. There's a huge cave up there. It's dangerous to go up there because of the spiders. The sights are wonderful. My main goal is to see the crystal cave. What's so special about that? I've only heard of it. Around here, there's supposed to be this really hard to find cave just filled with these humming quartz crystals. I'd heard it's damaged, and not what it once was, but it's still a sight to see. What sort of spiders were you avoiding? Not the dumb poisoned ones, intelligent nasty ones with magic, Ariana. Yes, Ariana they're called. There's this spire near the swamp in the cave to the north, and they live all around it. Scary things. Avoid them if you can. Or go there, kill them, and collect a big bounty. Teach us any spells? I'm afraid not. I'm a good caster, but a terrible teacher. Heal me? No one's hurt. I'm more interested in finding out who's casting those barriers and maybe learning how to dispel them. Actually, she or he probably wouldn't teach me that. Unused beds in this room. You could rest if you wanted. It's like they expect you to do a lot of adventuring here. Marion, Fort Mage. Hello. Talking to Merwin. See a short woman with long curly brown hair and a tired smile. She wears the traditional robes of a magician, and her fatigue has left her even paler than Avernum norm. She has turned transparent. What's your job at this fort? Oh, I don't know. Working with the army, I suppose. Getting to see lots of sliths really close up. What do you think about them? Cruel, strong. They have really admirable mages. You know, I've heard a prisoner talk about an amazing tome they own. Tell me about this slith tome. Yeah, a slith prisoner swore up and down to me that their mages have this powerful tome in a fort nearby in the swamp. If we had it, we could learn a lot about our enemy. Okay. Can you teach me any magic? Sorry, I'm far too busy for that. What is your job at this fort? Yep, and I guess I'll be right back. Alright, where did we leave off? Also, it's about time to stop, but for now, she said, I lend them a fireball here, a haste spell there. At least that's what I do some of the time. Most of the time I put up magic barriers. Ooh, why do you need to put up barriers? Yeah, you see, the Slith have lots of mages. They've been hitting the wall with spells, trying to knock it down. I fill the holes with barriers, then, when need be, I dispel them. Dispelling barriers? That sounds great! Can you teach me how to dispel barriers? She looks uncomfortable. That is not something I am supposed to teach. It's very private mage information. Of course, we might work something out. There's a Slith town past a swamp to the northwest. Several Slith mages inside. I believe they might have a tome inside which could help us learn more about the magic of our foe. Bring it to me, and I will bend the rules to teach you how to dispel barriers. Why is it so hard to learn how to cast a spell barrier? Simple. A mage teaching someone how to dispel barriers is like a homeowner giving someone the key to his house. We could no longer cast barriers to defend ourselves. Makes sense. And that is the great appeal of this legendary metropolis. This is where the spell barrier is. And I think that's a shop. Any work for adventurers here? An amazingly heavily built man clad in iron armor shuffles crates behind the counter. Any work for adventurers? Go talk to Captain Rosie. He's the one who can help you there. Okay. Got anything I need? Captain Rosie. There you are. This man wears a heavy steel breastplate. The craftsmanship is remarkable, and the style fairly modern. It must have recently been brought down from the surface. He wears the insignia of a commander. Wow, nice armor. Thank you. It was my armor when I was an Empire soldier. You were an Empire soldier? Doesn't that make you my enemy? No longer. You see, when I was one of the soldiers at the portal where the prisoners were thrown into Avernum, I was one of the soldiers at the portal when one of the prisoners were when the prisoners were thrown into. Can I start over? No longer. You see, I was one of the soldiers at the portal where the prisoners were thrown into Avernum. Then, as the years went on, I started to sympathize with those exiled here. At last, I could serve the Empire no longer. I threw myself through the portal. Now I am one of you. It is uncomfortable, but to me, honor is the important thing. There we go. Let's not start a fight with Captain Rosie. I admire your resolve. That was an honorable deed. Well, the sliths outside our gates were admirable. He chuckles sadly. Okay, question. You in charge of this fort? Yes, I'm in command here. This unfortunate fortress is the front against the Slith menace, the first line of defense. What fort is this? This is Fort Drenlon. It's worn and cracked, but still standing steady. What are the Sliths like? These Slithzurikai? Nasty warriors, powerful mages. They batter the walls with fireballs, trying to knock them down. Fortunately, we have a mage to repair them, he grunts. If only we knew what they were planning. I could figure out what the Sliths are planning. Really? He looks you over. I have my doubts, but you're welcome to try. The Sliths have a fort on an island due south of here. There is... and a lot of their operations start there. You could find some of their plans and bring them to me. Okay. And while I'm here, I'd better go talk to What's-Her-Face about... You've escaped your house. That. Okay. And look at him putter around. So many corpses. Oh, thanks. Let's find the blacksmith. Did he escape? He escaped. Where did he go? I have a feeling I'm not going to get any shopping done while I'm here. You open the doors and they start running rampant. I think I'm going to leave and come back. Thanks. I'd like to mostly sell things to you. Alright. So... swamp to the northwest and a fort to the south. And I parked my boat in the usual place, I think. Yes, yes, fanfare. That's the fort. And the Slith village is right there. Sucks. I have a feeling that this isn't going to go well. She's gonna die. No! Crap. Oh, good grief. What did I do since then? I think I did a lot of sailing to the west and then I came back. And I don't know what that is, but I think we go there later. But, yeah. The edge of this chasm is an old abandoned tower teetering on the edge of ruin. Let's look around. Aren't sure what this small tower originally was built for. Whoever occupied it recently left an extreme mess. Cautionary search through heaps of trash reveals nothing of value. More detailed search would take too long. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Motrax told us about that battle with the Slith. And north of that town, freaking cats. Not in the mood. So I'm going to go find that battlefield that Motrax mentioned, and then we'll come back, and then I'll probably stop. Because we saw the battlefield once, and there was a mention that we would have to know more about it if we wanted to find anything there. Or something of that nature. There's Motrax, it's further south of here. There's the Tomb of Impenetrability. Come on, get out of the way. you're proud of yourselves. There it is. Right? Huh. Maybe not. I thought that was the specific dialogue I needed, but perhaps I was incorrect. Would you like to buy things? No. Go away. No. So I need to go probably to the Great Cave. Because the Slith are too tough for me. Not really what I meant to do. To park my boat here. Now I'll get those quests again. Spelling barriers. Okay. And then Commander something or other. Oh yeah, I'm carrying a bunch of spears, aren't I? Or is... yeah, I still got them. Alright, be free! Nice armor. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so hopefully I didn't lose too much progress there. I still had the spears to sell, so that's something. And Clement still has Call Spirit. So, hopefully we are in a good place. Wait a minute. I thought Josiah had more health than that. But apparently not. But he is close to leveling up. Everyone's rather close. Josiah being the furthest behind. Yeah, 7 and the others are at level 10. He's lagging. Anyway, I will talk to you all later, alright? You guys take care, and bye-bye for now.